Howdy, folks. Welcome to Skullrunners. I accidentally opened up session 0 instead of the session that we're on today, so I'm reading the wrong notes. I am Joe Treff, though, still your GM this evening, and many others. And joining me are my friends Olive, Dan, Brandon, Liz, and David. We're going to be playing Starfinder 2e tonight. But before we do, a couple of quick announcements. I'm falling apart over here, eh? I chose to eat some spicy Skittles right before we started. That was a big mistake.
So your first time doing that?
No, I know. I do it like multiple times. It's because I have, first of all, let me bring it back in here. Not a sponsor, but these little Skittle Fuego things, they're fantastic. Highly recommend them. Skittles, give us a call. And, I have one bite of them, and then I realize they're too spicy, and I put them down here, and then I forget about them until the next week. And
Taste the rainbow Fuego.
There you go.
There we go.
So, a couple of announcements before we get started. First of all, we play D&D on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us when we do that every Friday. We also have a website. We have social media, Alberon RPG, where you can see the different things that show up on our table, like these encounter maps. There are also handouts. There's art. There's all kinds of stuff that is all over at Alberon RPG. There is hundreds of sessions available on YouTube, starting in 2019 and then running weekly to 2 to 3 times weekly at various points up until this week. So you can go see that over at Alberon RPG on YouTube. And then we have a website. It was updated this week. So Skullrunners has a session on the website. So you can go and see now a whole bunch of information over there. This weekend, I should be putting up a little guide to Seethe. And so there's stuff that you can see, alberonrpg.com. Our final session before we go away for our summer break is going to be July 23rd, followed by our final session of D&D on July 24th. Then we are taking a 2-week break and returning on August 13th and 14th with some more role-playing adventures. We have Sirenscape, Monument Music, and many others, including Matt, to thank for the music and sound that you are hearing behind you. And finally, it is time for this week's session of Skullrunners. You guys don't get to see it, but we get a narration every time. Last that we played, you entered into the lair of Meg the Mutant, steam filling the air from various pipes that twist up and through the walkways that crisscross above, and immediately blew your stealth, with Theo coming face to face with a glowbreaker in power armor, wielding a flamethrower pointed at all of you. In an attempt to distract them, Nyx commanded their drone Fix to zoom in, out of the pipe that you were all sneaking through, and to tweet like a bird, trying to have it fool the glowbreaker. This did not work. You plunged into combat, with huge stomps of power armor responding to your threat. Nyx climbed atop Sagan and then leapt 20 feet into the air, using their drone as a fulcrum to propel themselves up and onto the catwalks above in the mist. From above, you dropped 30 feet, straddling the glowbreaker and using your freaker ability to cause their armor to glitch even as you both took massive amounts of damage. Vlali maneuvered through the pipes, their forearms allowing their athletic form to easily reach a place to hide as Meg the Mutant stormed past. Vlali then leveled their railgun and began to fire from the mist, using aim to offset the concealment of the fog that hung heavy in the air. Monk merged injured versions of the glowbreakers from alternate realities with themselves, dealing damage as they did so, and Sagan used the shadows around him to pull at the glowbreakers, dealing damage and manipulating them in place even as they provided healing to their allies. Theo dueled with Meg the Mutant, using the cover to keep himself safe and the skip shot pistol to phase shots through this cover before closing distance and using their Cestus pistol to punch the entire cavernous container of guts out of Meg the Mutant. While all of you struggled, up above, Harjan the Contemplative floated to the walkway and implanted the data spike, and began to flee back to the pipes. Theo, you were also able to access the computers briefly, and after confirming that this was the path that Sagan wished, or at least felt the most compelled to take, activated the controls to flood the Glowbreaker ritual site built into the old Church of Hylax, just a block away. After an immensely difficult battle, you retreated with Harjan, withdrawing back into the pipes of the Digital Storm leadership, now capable of controlling the water, released into the far side of the ditch. You traverse these pipes back into the sort of drainage ditch / sewer system that the acidic wash water moves around. You encountered an Aquadyne work group in the midst of a repair. But luckily, with a little bit of theatrics, including Theo taking Monk hostage, you managed to find your way to the exit of the pipes with no further combat. The sluice gate lay open ahead of all of you, and you saw finally the cargo van in your sights, about 120 feet across a maze of acidic runoff that slowly dissolves the van at its center. You paused for a moment and decided upon a plan. Craft a speedboat using junk, the hacked water drone, and a lot of luck to cross the water in a lightning strike on this van. And the luck came from Sagan with a natural 20 to create the cigarette boat of trash and dreams that you all require. And now, Skullrunners, with the equipment that you need and the objective in front of you, that is where we begin this evening. Give me one moment here.
The brain is still with us?
Yeah.
Harjahan is still with you, the Contemplative.
He has a name, and he's very particular about us calling him Harjahan.
You can also call him Brain, that's fine.
I mean, if somebody called me Brain, I would look at them sideways.
What if they called you Hair?
So at
I'd
the
be
moment,
pissed.
it is just a little bit before 10 p.m. Out in this drainage ditch, you can see through like the mist and fog that hang just a little bit ambiently throughout the space, the various points of light kind of glowing through. It is at this moment, I believe, Monk, you had called the driver.
Yes.
And very quickly, the driver answers. Give me one moment here.
No, I'm thinking I'm going to have the driver meet us near the bridge of the south part.
Why?
Well, it's either north or south, and I don't know if
Why can't he meet us right where the...
I don't know if
communicator connects Monk after just a single ring, and the driver says, "Oh, I was actually just about to call you guys. Good timing. Do you have a second?"
We're on like a going kind of raft, speedboat.
You are on this speedboat. In fact, give me
we're
1
on a
second.
speedboat.
You're like, I've got 30 seconds, maybe. I've got 10 seconds.
Yeah, we're on a speedboat. We can get to places.
Speedboat is
Isn't that bridge though where it's
so
like barricaded
this is what
on
this
both
craft
ends?
basically looks
Yeah,
like.
but
It
we're
is a
on the other
dumpster.
side of it.
Yeah, Joe, can you
the boat of trash and dreams.
clarify which bridge is the one that's barricaded with like trash and stuff?
Yeah.
What?
I should have been placing
This
that on
is
the side.
barricaded with trash.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
we're already...
Would
So
be
we're
a
past it.
You're
right?
all coming out like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just fire straight.
So
over
we want to
this
go
thing.
be picked up at north side because
Yeah.
we're not going to be picked. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Okay, cool. Hey, driver, you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah. No. Is this a good time? Do you guys have a second?
Yeah, it's the best time. We need a pickup like ASAP. We are on board to getting the cargo, and we are on the canal itself. Can you pick us up? I'm gonna send you coordinates, and I'm gonna kind of send it through my communicator
Okay.
to a point kind of north. I'm not exactly like sure around this area. If you could find somewhere that we could maybe like a ladder or kind of a ledge around that area, and you could send us coordinates back, that would be helpful. But we're really busy right now. I really need you to come through, driver.
You say all that, and he says, "No, of course, I'll come pick you guys up. I was calling because I thought you wanted more details about your next job."
Next job? We're in the middle of a job. Yeah, I mean, that is great. I'm super
We can
thankful.
talk about it after.
Yeah, no,
It's not a good time.
cool. So I am on a speedboat right now, so I am very energized. But yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. You terminate the call. A couple seconds go by, and very quickly, Monk, your communicator goes off as the driver sends you back a pickup point very close to that north drainage ditch.
Okay, I'm gonna send that to the team.
Okay. All of you get this point just appearing on your maps.
I don't know if you guys realize that, but that was the driver. I don't know if you could hear me over the yelling I was doing. I mean, this is a very loud speedboat.
But
Still currently parked. You haven't started
I thought we were going. The way you narrated, I thought we were like going.
for this call.
She's just yelling.
I'm really psyched to get going on
In my
speedboat.
mind, I imagine like Sagan is still just like working on it, and so over the sound of like the tools and everything,
Yeah.
that's why you were yelling.
Are we ready to go then, guys? Come on.
There's a loud voice coming out of that drainage pipe. Everyone stops shooting. Like, what the fuck's down there?
Nobody's shooting, so overhead there is just this kind of tension you had seen, and you can see kind of like around this space, mostly just kind of like bobbing in the liquid.
Yeah.
There are like bits of bodies and things like that. Although, who's looking out into the space?
Well,
I'm gonna say Theo is too.
Whoever wants to make a perception check.
Yeah,
please.
so-
I'll hand out hero points.
Say I'm finishing up
21.
on
15.
If you want to pass, take one pass.
21 as well.
I forgot
Take
to
one
print
pass
out
on.
the new one.
19.
19. I heard a 21.
Yeah, me and all.
Okay. Anybody above a 20 would notice that there is actually, versus when you had driven by just a couple hours ago, a distinct lack of bodies. But there is no combat happening at the moment. You don't hear
Were they digital
gunfire.
storm bodies? Were they? Did they?
There were a variety. You saw some that were certainly digital storm. You saw the blue and the white coloration, the overcoats, the masks. Some of them were certainly glow breakers. You saw like broken down bits of power armor dissolving in the acid.
Guys, I remember there used to be bodies under the. We're probably running out of time. The canal is raising its level. It's getting higher and higher. We gotta go. Sagan, can you go faster?
I'm just about done. I'm done. And I
Okay.
I get out. We're all ready.
So at this, Harjahan is going to float over, joining all of you in this craft. With all of you in this, you fill this to capacity. There really is no room for other stuff. And thinking about this, your water. Are you bringing the water with you?
Well, yeah.
Could we hide it?
Can we take
You
two
can.
of these?
What you can do is you can put the water along the bottom, and people could be on top of the water. This means that if something were to happen and whoever's driving needs to like zig and zag, it would be much easier to fall out.
Could always use it as a projectile, cut it loose.
This water is more valuable than your and my lives combined.
I wonder if we encounter anybody there. We have the water as backup to, entice them not to take our step.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is the water is in like a container, like a shipping container kind of thing, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, they're like these big,
Jugs.
thick plastic. They're almost squares. If you've ever, this is a very Boston thing, I think. Have you guys ever had beer balls?
Yeah.
Very much like that. So it is shaped like a ball, but when you cut away the packaging, it is essentially like a box of wine, but just water and just huge.
Is there air in them?
Probably a little bit. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can hear it
float.
sloshing around.
Yeah, but it's acid.
Hold
probably.
up real quick. Is it secured to this speedboat?
Plastic.
Not currently, but you can easy enough.
I can strap it down pretty easily. We'll say there's attachment points.
Well, here's my thing: is if there's attachment points anywhere else, we have multiple climbing kits. You tie the rope around yourself, you then loop it around hard points within this, so that if this is secured, we're secured on top. You might fall off, right, and hang and dangle, but like, that's
like
my
idea.
thing. Is like you don't want to try to like tie something down.
So you're saying like loop ourselves into the attachment points with the rope?
Yeah, we have 50 feet of rope per climbing kit. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, we have two.
Yeah, that's my only idea. Like if you really want the water.
I
I'm sure
need
Theo was
the
saying that in
water.
character, like if you really want the water.
And what I will say is, you certainly can do that. When we start thinking about initiative, it will be an action to clip or unclip these things. And so if you're trying to go in here and something happens, that does bite into your action economy to be able to kind of unclip, but it will certainly keep you safe for all that.
Can I look around and see if, where we are at? I know we haven't left yet. Considering if there's any place that might work as a hideout for us to put it in.
All around you, there are like broken little bits of concrete, and there are a million places that you could try to hide this if you want to try to come back for it later or send somebody back for it later. I would say that is probably I would say that could be a survival check. to try to create like a little cachet for later.
Could I do
Are you verbalizing
a
this?
science check to see if
Yeah.
it would float based on how much water is in there?
Okay. I will.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
a lore check you could make.
I will, clean off my hands, and as you're looking for a hiding spot, I'll sort of sit there with you and like say, "Oh, you can put it in that little lean-to here. You could do this. You can put one over there." So I'll try to help you out.
What number one, Joe?
12.
Do
No,
I-
11.
You can see a really nice sort of like, it looks like an abandoned like steel school desk that has just inexplicably been left in this abandoned place. And if you cleared off the dust, you could put the water on there, you could push it up against a wall, and it will be off the ground and sort of out of sight. Outside of that, most of this rubble, you Nix, your eyes just don't seem to pick up the various places that would be perfect hiding places. There are ventilation vents and things of that nature.
16.
A 16
Is
for
And I you said society or you said lore. So
this
I
is lore, yeah.
So I
for
assume
sure.
Oh,
society.
was it lore?
No.
No,
This is for
yours
what
was
you were
different.
looking for.
I want to see if the thing's gonna float.
I would say you imagine that, yeah, with the amount of air that's in each one of these will float just barely. The containers themselves not designed to withstand kind of acid, and so you'd probably be able to be there for minutes, not any longer than that.
Minutes.
All right, that's good enough. That's all we need.
So are you keeping the water in this craft and then just strapping yourselves to the boat?
Why would we strap? I don't think. I just want to stand
So-
on top of it.
So here, and I couldn't decide whether to do David's voice or Theo's voice. Fuck it, David's voice. So like, if we have the water here and we're standing on top,
Yes.
and we made a speedboat,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Like using gravity and physics, if we need to do any kind of maneuvering, right?
Yeah.
Your center of balance is going to be thrown off,
Oh.
which provides opportunity for you to be thrown off into the.
I have extremely high dexterity.
That's nice for you.
Well, they just
That's nice
flexes
for
all
you.
four of their arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tap my metal leg. That's really nice for you.
I strap you down, not me.
Buy me dinner first.
Okay, sir.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
You could all just be strapped in except for Lolly.
I would like to also do a perception check to see what's on the banks and if there is a good hiding spot for
Sure,
my
make a
water.
perception.
That's a good idea. While we're doing that, I'm gonna say
20.
Okay. With a 20 in here, there isn't like Nyx has kind of like set up the water a little bit off into the side. There are better places to hide it, certainly. But this is a tremendous amount of water. To try to hide it would be pretty hard.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of reason why somebody would come and be looking for it in the first place. It also strikes you, looking around, you can see there is some debris here, but not a lot. And knowing that this is used to like vent huge amounts of like liquid through, there's a good chance it gets washed away if you hide something in here.
Nope, it's coming with us. Decided.
What if
Straight.
we do half and half?
What, half hide, half carry? I'm okay with that.
Okay. I'm
So
good
like
with
5
this.
and
I'm
5?
just trying to shed weight. I pull 2 off. They just kind of get.
Oh, there's 4 barrels? I thought there was 10 for some reason.
No, there's 4.
4, okay.
Each of them has a pretty good amount of liquid in them.
Okay.
Nix, you have your pieced together shipping crate do-it-yourself project license for piloting this, right?
I do.
Okay, then we're good to go, guys. Nix, hop in. Try to get us there.
So we're keeping the water on it, or what?
Half and half.
2 of them.
Okay.
I have them strapped in as best I can. I'm trying to make sure that, like, if someone's sitting in the back, it doesn't roll back and
Let's cut
crush
Cast
them.
invisibility on the water.
No.
No.
Fine,
No,
fine.
it doesn't exist.
Can I make a luck check for something here? So you know how like in regular D&D, it's kind of you have your adventuring supplies. It's kind of assumed that you might have like some rations or
Sure.
things like that. Those clips that you would use if you were like mountaineering or like,
Carabiners.
there.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
Can I like?
You have a climber kit that's part of that.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, no, I mean, so at least for Theo, he would like to make sure if we're strapped in here,
Absolutely.
to fast unhitch himself. like
Okay.
not have to like
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very smart.
Yeah, if you want to clip yourself
Not
in,
my
and
bad
I'll
side. Delete
help.
that.
Yeah,
Set
just
that
so we can like be
So-
a little bit of a fast mover here.
Each of you sort of clip yourselves in using elements of these climber kits. You have 3 climber kits, so plenty of carabiners to go around.
Yes.
Vlali, you decide that you're just going to raw dog this experience,
Yep.
and you just stand, keeping your balance atop these containers.
She's like a surfboard position.
partially protected, perhaps.
I'm gonna be the skipper to Nyx.
Acid surfer.
I don't know
You
what
can
the skipper
see the
does.
contemplative will sit kind of in the furthest seat back on this craft. They have their communicator kind of active. You can see the little light on. They hold this little nub of this shriveled body up, the contemplative.
Right.
Yeah.
And they say to all of you, when we start, I will call, and we will begin the data spike upload. This will cause a lot of chaos, I think. We should be prepared for sniper fire and more.
Okay, sniper fire, not good for water.
While we're waiting, is there anything I can like a salvage that I can make for like cover for
Shield,
us?
yeah.
You, with Sagan's natural 20, this craft has every advantage that
Oh,
you
hell
could
yeah.
really kind of have. So now it's a lot more about, like, how are you going to execute this plan?
Okay, cool.
You have essentially like a speedboat that will give you like half cover probably, as long as you remain in it. It has HP. It has an AC. We'll see if that comes into play.
Yeah, Sagan will sort of position himself near the engine in case there needs to be any repairs.
Bali.
And he'll try to have himself with the lead so that he's able to reach most parts of the craft.
It's a
Okay.
big guy.
Yeah.
So you get yourself sort of central to be able to access as much as possible.
I have a tool,
If-
a single wrench out.
If Nyx is piloting it, would they be in front?
Yeah, Nyx would be in the front.
But then, like, Sagan.
Sagan-
The base
behind.
just won't fit in there, so don't worry about
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
Sagan does fit in there.
Just put him head first.
Yeah, upside down.
Hey, he
It's
just
fine.
break dances the whole way.
We can
No.
use the hand.
I'm just hanging again.
Is Fix able to go invisible? Is that a thing?
Not
do right
yet.
now?
I don't.
I can cast
believe
invisibility on
they
Nyx.
So you
can.
cast
I know I
invisibility
can,
on the parrot, but not my water.
but,
Correct.
yeah, I don't think
That only works for one creature, though, right?
Why would you
Yeah,
want
it's-
invisible to be with the
To
water?
scout ahead.
To get in there and find, because
Oh, that's
Theo already knows that. Look, it's not just one piece of cargo in there. There's multiple pieces of cargo. Harjahan wants something. We want something. Odds are there's multiple pieces in there. If we could get eyes on it, so that we don't have to spend time rummaging through to find what
That's
we need.
true.
Oh, so it could be booby trapped.
why
Booby
would
trapped,
it
or
be?
my thing is like it'll
Expensive cargo.
like there's
Oh.
there's multiple pieces of cargo in there.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that if we're on a time limit, Theo's already thinking like, hey, fast clip move to get onto the
Yeah,
position,
Yeah.
and like he doesn't want to spend time like, oh look, a fucking a box of I don't know chips or something. He's like, where's the
I'll
important
use an invisibility on Nyx for that. I think that's a good use of it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to kiss
On Nyx or Fix?
Fix, sorry.
On the drone.
Yeah, invisibility.
Between.
Okay. So anything else that you all want to do before Nyx begins piloting you all out of here?
Send the drone out.
Ready a gun.
I
She takes her
will ready a figment spell. If someone starts shooting at us, I want it to look like someone jumped off this.
Is Figment a leveled spell?
It's not a letter.
Okay.
Spell.
Totally okay.
Yeah.
Just know if you ready a leveled spell, it uses it even if you don't use the spell.
Oh,
So just
yeah.
something to know.
I almost took Figment and then
It's a
decided not
great
to.
spell. It's kind of an underutilized spell in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
There's been a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I should use that. Oh no, the time for that is past. Okay.
So all of you pile into this craft, most of you strapped in, Vlali not. You cast invisibility upon this drone. It just kind of vanishes out of sight. Nyx, are you taking them out?
Taking.
Are you beginning to pilot out?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The ship, yeah.
Do you want to send
boat.
out the
3, 2,
drone.
1.
already sent out.
Rat.
We already sent it out.
the
Does it
drone
make-
is sent out?
Yeah, Fix is gone.
This little
Fabulous.
drone out, and in their invisible form seem to be relatively okay. Nothing begins to fire at them. You can see little bits of this kind of mist displaced in their wake. And as you all begin to emerge, first, Nyx, you turn this craft on, and it kicks. This was supposed to take you 3 rounds to get to. With that natural 20, it's only going to take you 2. This thing just roars to life like a cannon, and you fly out of this space. You can smell the acrid, acidic smell of this wash running through. You can hear the city suddenly when you begin. It is very condensed. You hear the motor just overwhelm, and then as you emerge out, the city just opens up. The roaring kind of subsides, and you can hear ambient city sounds around you. You hear Harjahan say, "It is time." And as they say that, you feel the ground shake. And there is a high-pitched whine that begins to build, and then in the distance, on the northern end of this glowbreaker side of the canal, you see the first billow of steam just up and into the sky, and then the next, and then so on down the line. You see pipes and lines and storage containers just burst. The pressure bleed-offs release. You can hear the thunderous sound of water rushing into a street. You hear klaxons, you hear sirens that begin to sound, and you can hear car alarms going off. There is shouting and the general sound of chaos that erupts as the glowbreaker side of the canal begins to billow with steam and leak into the street. All at once, it goes dark as power surges hit in sequence, overloading the entire grid. You roar across this space, and in the distance, you hear thump, thump, thump. 3 thudding booms that can be heard from the northeast. Harjahan says in all of your minds over the roar as you cross like 40 feet of space in like a blink of an eye, "That is not explosions. That is incoming." 30 feet off to your right, the world just erupts into chaos. You can see just this shrieking whistle that suddenly gets louder and louder and louder, and then explodes. You see the canal just erupt off to the side. But with your speed, Nyx has already taken you past that space. There is a whistle and then a boom off to your left, and then directly behind you. But Nyx, with that natural 20 from Sagan's craft, you easily leave that artillery behind. But make a piloting check, as in the distance you hear.
I'm gonna do a nanite surge plus
Hell
2.
yeah.
Can I also aid?
How are you aiding?
So if Nyx is faced forward, Volley is faced backward, and like
Call positions
verbally
for artillery
calling,
strikes.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Take a +2 conditional modifier on this check as well.
So
Can I give guidance? I want to. Are we able to like? Are we like actually in this like kind of like deep thing area?
Very much so. A
Okay.
little bit less deep because of the water that's layered on the bottom. But yeah, you have a little bit of space around.
How
you.
much is the movement to get out of it? Just wondering in the future.
It's no movement to get out of it. You could like so it's probably a little bit less high than that.
Okay.
It's probably up to like your hip when you're standing.
If I had like a stick and a mirror, could I provide like a rear view mirror for Nyx?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
There you
which
go.
we know he has because we did the makeup night.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
certainly do. So
And I
take
imagine I have a
plus-
nice little pointer stick.
Take a +4 conditional modifier.
So
for this.
plus 8 total.
That better not be a natural one.
No.
It is not. It did look like a 1, but it is a 7.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
way better than a
Plus
1.
Eight. Should I do
plus
hero?
piloting.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Hero
yeah.
point.
Plus
Okay,
piloting.
good
Hold on.
place to
Oh,
start.
it's plus 8.
Plus
Oh!
8 plus piloting. So 14. So 22 total.
Never mind.
Oh,
With
holy
a
crow.
22.
I didn't add my.
There is an
Modifier.
explosion immediately in front of you, but Nyx, kind of hearing Volley shout out that this is coming, you veer to the right and you leap over this section of concrete, getting airborne for like a good 2 seconds before slamming back in this acidic wash. It steams against the side of this craft, but easily you dodge this incoming round of artillery. That was just a range firing shot though, and you can already hear behind as this tempo of shots begins to increase in the distance. You can see shots beginning to rain all around you. This is going to be, to close the remaining 40 feet of this space, a group skills challenge. Each of you can use a different skill to try to get yourself to the safety. Nyx, I highly recommend piloting again, but for the rest of you,
Could I use circus lore? Because that's plus 10.
Wow.
I imagine you could. It would certainly help you a lot more than your allies. So I would recommend piloting. Somebody could use engineering to boost the engineering output.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to try to shift the remaining water around to impact your ability to maneuver. That could be athletics. If anybody wants to try to use computers to predict the trajectories of these incoming shots, that could be a computers check. Same thing for you, Sagan. If you wanted to use mysticism to kind of give a precognitive insight, you could try to do that as well. You could even use perception if you want, but each person can only use one skill, and each skill can only be used once. So, Skullrunners, how are you surviving this incoming barrage?
I know how Lolly would like to help.
Why don't we start with Nyx? Nyx, make a piloting check if that's what you want to do, because that could make everybody's life easier or harder.
Oh, it got used. All right, hero point turned in.
I don't want 14.
No, you don't.
All right, 17. Yeah.
Okay, 17 Nyx. That shot around you rattles you, and suddenly you are not confident with your ability to drive. You begin to take a slightly more circuitous route to keep yourself safer. You do not feel confident that you're going to reach there safely yet. Who else has something that they can do to help? Yeah, Vlali.
Vlali, seeing or feeling rather, because she's facing the wrong way. That there's some hesitation happening on our craft. She wants to. Fuck! I just had a really good idea and I lost it.
Come back. Should we go to computer?
No.
Check.
Yeah, computer.
Trajectory for incoming shells.
Yeah, she I guess takes like a guidance system.
Okay.
And she's going to quick hack it a little bit, but it's everybody's, so she's hacking it and help with guidance.
Make a computers check.
I do.
You pull out your communicator, you pull up this camera app, you pull it in front of your eyes, and you can see these incoming projectiles just whistling through the mist in your direction.
It's going to be a 16.
All three of your other arms come around to try to calculate this, and though you send these calculations out to your allies, you're not confident in them.
Okay.
Who else has something to do to help?
I want to use Arcana, and the way Monk is going to do it is he's going to write in his invisible notebook, and he's just going to write kind of a fill in the blank and see what the answer will come out to be. If there was an obstacle coming in front of me, it would be...
Okay, make a
And
Mrs.
this is going to be... And we had to avoid this one thing, but luckily...
Make an Arcana check. I love this.
Nice.
13 plus 7 is dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is pretty good. So you begin to write into this thing. You slam this book shut, and as you open it, you can see that there are answers filled out. But
Yeah.
we'll get back to that.
And it's all like book interjections, but if, just in case this hero but this person, if it wasn't for, like, kind of...
That certainly will come back to play a part. Sagan, what are you doing to help out?
So if I can, I'll release the prepared figment, and there's just gonna be a burst of this illusory burst of stuff, that makes it look like the craft might be veering in a different direction.
I like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check as well.
Maybe
Take a
religion?
+8. There should be an Arcana skill.
There is an Arcana skill, but I cast off based off of religion.
Gotcha. Yeah, use religion instead.
Still +8?
Still +8.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be pretty good. That is 16 plus 10 is 26.
26. Very nice.
+8?
With that prepared
8 plus 8
figment.
plus 10.
I see.
Really what is helping you out is the fact that you prepared this and you had an idea going in for what you wanted to do, and so that it isn't your best casting of the spell, it still has the effect of the speed of this boat, of the uncertainty of the situation around you. It is certainly adding to the uncertainty of where your craft is. Theo, how are you helping with this task?
What is Nyx's disposition towards Theo?
What? That's an intense question.
Complacent.
What is your intentions?
Complacent?
That's a great disposition.
I admire your computer work, but I haven't really figured you out yet.
And we all can't be besties.
I'd like to try
I
to...
can't read you.
I would like to, seeing as this is kind of getting a little crazy up in here, Theo's going to pop his head out and attempt to use persuasion to encourage better driving from Nyx.
Okay.
Make a diplomacy
I
check.
don't know if I'll like you after this.
And I
Your
will tell
parking
you,
anchor on.
I will tell you right now.
I'm going to use a hero point to right
I
now.
will
Wait.
tell you right now, you need because of the total of rolls and the difficulty of this check, you do need a 19 or up.
Oh, damn.
Whoa! Don't
A 19
even
on the-
try.
Okay.
No, 19 total.
Okay.
Oh,
Who has luck right now? Who feels lucky?
He gave it to me, I think. didn't
No, but who feels lucky? I
like
need luck
the
on the die.
character or the
In
people?
person.
he? Who's
In
been
person.
rolling
In,
good?
in person.
Who's been
I
rolling
rolled
well?
it.
I've been rolling very
I wanted
50-50.
13.
I rolled an 8.
Do you feel lucky?
No, no.
It's just you.
I think
you.
he,
I think
yeah,
you.
it's
if
a
you,
honest
if you do
roll.
not feel lucky, you probably feel the luckiest out of everybody right now.
Because the same thing you got last time.
No,
No,
it's
it's different.
no, it's one above. But it is an 18. Unfortunately.
An 18.
No!
Unless someone wants to give guidance or something like that. But
No, that
I-
sucks.
I could give cast guidance on you, but I think that's 2 actions.
Yeah, I think we're all doing
So-
different
So
things.
in this moment, as you tear across this space,
Damn.
with Nyx doing everything that they can to pilot this craft, with Monk, as you open this book, you can see when I came up, I really was lucky that there was a ramp, and suddenly in front of all of you, a ramp just appears. And you take this ramp off, leaping over this section of exploding river. You land pretty hard, but easily kind of avoid this section of hazard. Right at the very end, you hear this whistling, and for you, Valinka, through this kind of scanner, you can see this trajectory is going to hit your craft. All of you,
Heads up.
please make reflex saving throws.
Don't need that one.
Add
Yeah,
plus
no.
6 for this carabiner, giving you a little bit of a quick release here.
I imagine Blally doesn't have that +6.
You do not.
Okay. That's fine. 22.
22, that is a
25.
success. That is a
Should
success.
I use a 0 point on that one?
No. What? Yes!
Yes.
Here you go.
What are we rolling, Joe?
That is a
Athletics?
success.
Or
No,
yeah.
Great
reflex
place to
saving
go.
throw.
Yep.
I'm good at those.
That's
19.
That is a success
I
as
had to
well.
decide whether I was going to use intimidation or dirt.
22.
That
You
was
were
a success.
so
Flawley, what was
close.
yours?
I know.
22.
Every single one of you succeeds as your craft, right as you pull up to this thing, takes a direct hit from an artillery cannon off in the distance. This deals somewhere in the order of like 12 points of acid damage to this craft. The hull breaches the water, crushes. You can see like little points appear, and water spouts out from below as shrapnel rips into this thing. You imagine this boat will still work. The speed is halved. One of these water containers is
Wasn't
almost
I-
certainly lost.
Wasn't I smart? Leaving some ashore?
What?
My fucking water!
You all end up with this craft directly touching this thing. You can see directly in front of you the opening on this van. But south, explosions erupt across on the bridge as the glow breakers begin to engage in some kind of a frenzied push. You know that there are squads of these digital storm soldiers that are on the other side, and from that direction you can hear screams. This gang may be blind on the far side, but in their disarray, they are certainly lashing out, and all of a sudden, gunfire begins to erupt all along both sides of this channel. It becomes clear that they have not given up on this cargo, as from your position here, you can just see the far side, little motes of light, jets that are angled forward, twinkling into existence as dozens begin to vector their thrusters from jump jets.
Fuck.
Glow breakers begin to land at the bottom of this canal, still a good 120 feet off. You see at least 20 of them, each of them as big as the glow breakers that joined Meg the Mutant in combat. But even now, you can see with gunfire whistling overhead, one of them just ignite and spiral out before slamming at a velocity that is almost certainly terminal into the concrete. You see jets lose control. You see a few people just die in midair before they even reach the concrete. But this is like a small army that is kind of making their way in, and they will be opposing you soon. They are 120 feet off, and you can see with these jump jets, they fly across the water.
Blally wants to ready her crossbolter for when they get within 100 feet.
And then from
Nope.
behind you,
Fuck.
you hear another sound. You hear the rise of tiny rotors supporting quadricopter drones. It is the sound of digital storm. And from the western side of the bank, dozens of drones, maybe closer to like 100 of them, swarm out like locusts across this space. Strobe lights begin to fire like headache-inducing fireflies, speeding backwards towards the digital storm or towards the Glowbreaker side. There are just gouts of fire that rush, and these digital storm drones overhead and just go straight past all of you.
They still
And
think
you
that
can
that's
see
more-
this is very much Digital Storm very much believes that you are on their
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
But there is now this battle that is going on, and I need everybody to roll for initiative.
As this happens, Monk's just gonna go, Haley Joel Osment, that was intense, oh my god. Guys, what are we gonna do here?
You can hear Harjahan in
What
all
the
of your
fuck is
mind
this?
says, "Focus on getting the cargo."
I have a question before initiative starts.
Sure.
Can Fix do some sort of investigation or perception check since it went out ahead of us?
Yeah, we'll start with that.
Nice,
I like that.
nice, good call.
Smart.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, anybody natural 20?
Oh, I gotta move this. Keep this
Okay.
quick.
Anybody 25 to 20?
25.
Exactly
Nice.
20.
25
first? Yeah.
for Theo. Sagan, you said exactly 20?
Exactly.
Okay. And then 20 to 15?
19 for Vlal.
19 for Vlali. Valenka, what is your dexterity modifier?
+3.
Plus 3. Okay. Give me 1 second. Gotta switch up my order here.
Okay, not as good as somebody else.
15 to 10.
15.
Okay, 15 for Monk.
Okay.
And then, what about you, Nyx?
6.
6 for
Oh,
Nyx.
Bruv.
Okay.
Only right. I rhyme with it. So.
So the way that this works out, Theo is starting us off. Well, actually, Fix will start us off.
Harjahan?
Followed by Theo, then Sagan, then Valenka, then the Glowbreakers, then Monk, then the Digital Storm, then Nyx, and then at the very, very bottom, we have Harjahan and all others that are on the
Can you
battlefield.
make one for Fix and Buffy?
Okay, yeah.
So Theo, give me 1 second. Let me change our music here. Okay. So as all of this is happening, directly in front of you, you can see that there is this ramp that is kind of busted open. There's cargo just spraying down into this kind of ooze. You can see that now up close, off and to the right, there is this kind of gunk. For Fix, can you make a perception check?
To the far right.
Thank you.
Fix just uses
The
your
same.
perception? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's
22.
convenient.
With a 22, there is this kind of zoom ahead. And as this kind of fire begins to fall down, as you are all still approaching this island, Fix gets into this space, invisible as they are, and just kind of scans the space. You can see that there is a number of containers, all of which have been cracked open, not from impact or from being ripped apart. It looks as if they have been opened manually, and there is blood, though that word is maybe not proper. It glows in a strange way. You can see kind of covering the floor of this space. And you can see in many places it kind of leaks into or out of these kind of almost cooler looking things. And these coolers come in all shapes and sizes, some that are maybe 3 feet long by only about a foot wide. There are some that are much smaller. You also see kind of in the middle of this space a container that is different than the others. This one is marked with Digital Aquatic Solutions, and on the battlefield it appears like a little present, but it is just a different kind of cargo container.
And then, so one digital cargo solutions, aquatic solutions, and then one that's leaking.
Digital Hydration Solutions, pardon
Okay.
me. And all the rest are leaking.
Okay.
Leaking what? Acid?
This kind of blood-looking stuff, though it does have that kind
Oh.
of cyan glow of acid coming from it as well. And with a 22, that is all that you see.
Do you tell us this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm connected to my robot mentally.
That is your turn. That's Fix's turn, sorry. That brings us to Theo.
Um, Is there?
19.
Can Theo surmise what is the package that we are supposed to get? Is it it's not the present, right? It would be
Almost
one-
certainly not the present. You can see that there are these two containers,
Yeah.
both of which have been kind of like ruptured open, that look a little bit different than the others. And based on what you had heard from Chrome Dream, those are the ones that you're after on this battlefield.
Okay.
They look like these kind of 10-foot long by 5-foot long containers, two of them.
That's going to be tough to maneuver for a regular sized dude. I'm assuming it would be an action to unhook myself, and then another movement action to actually get in the ship.
You've already unhooked yourself with that reflex saving throw. All of you were able
okay,
to get
cool.
yourself free with that.
Fantastic.
So you have all of your actions. What would you like to do?
Theo would like to basically, he was in here. Can I movement to get here? Do I have enough to
5,
get
10,
there?
15, 20, 25. That's 30 feet to get to that. Or 25 feet to get to the door.
To get to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing this package, you said it's 5 feet wide and 10 feet long.
Yep. You can see two of them.
Oh my god. Does Theo think he can? Does he think he can like take one box and not have it dip into the acid, like pull it onto the rocks or something?
It would be an athletics check, and if you fail, almost certainly it's sliding back into the acid.
We're going to team this.
Yeah. Damn. Can Theo then use another movement action to get into the hull, get to the rear of one of these boxes, and use my last action to, I guess, help or facilitate movement for someone else?
Trigger an action.
So you want to use that second action to get
from here to
Yeah.
inside to right here on the back
You
of
sure
the
can.
box.
Let's hold on to that last action. As you move into this back, you take a step, and there is a wet. And as you step, you can see you are stepping into, at this angle that the van is tilted to, all of the biological matter that has kind of been leaked out of these has just congealed into a huge puddle, and you just step into it. And it kind of bubbles, and you can see from the inside this skull just pushes itself
What?
forwards and begins to rise up. This whole puddle begins to rise. You see bones. And let me go.
The fuck is an acid zombie doing?
No, these are the limbs, I think, from the containers. I think something came out of
What you are
it.
looking at, Theo, I would say you know enough
Oh no.
to know that
What
you
the
are
fuck is
looking
Oh my gosh.
at
Oh my gosh.
an entire golem made of necrografts.
house.
Yeah, okay, they are the limbs.
This
Get back in the
necrograpticon,
suitcase.
you can see, has this artificial voice modulator, 3 of them in fact kind of sewn side by side by side. You can see it looks as if it has just become attached to entire it has multiple what are they called, redundant organ systems kind of built into it.
Yeah.
Its arm just kind of a conglomeration of 2 different torsos. You can see just this mass of various systems, and as you step into it, you can hear it just moan. You have 1 action left.
Well, this is not good.
Joe, where's he in the order?
Sorry?
Where is he in the order, Crafty Boy?
He is initiative 0, all others on the board.
Okay, cool.
Theo, you see Theo essentially action movie hop out of the truck, run in, and then oh, this is fucking gonna be heavy, and then he disappears into the hull, and then you just hear oh fuck, and some scrambling. I think Theo's gonna try to run out of the ship.
Okay. Last action that you have, you're going to try to run out of this ship.
Yeah, I'd
This
like to try to get.
necrograpticon, as you do so, is going to try to just claw out as you do.
Sure.
I think that's good.
As you step away from them, does a 15 hit.
No, it does not.
Their chest just rips open and 3 arms reach out for you, all different shapes and sizes, but you just dodge out of the way.
We have a problem. And yeah, that's the. He can only get back to the. He only had enough movement to get to the part of the ship he was at the front of the boxes.
Perfect. You stand at the front of the boxes. You
Yeah.
say that we have a problem, and this creature, and as it roars, there are just multiple voice modulators that let out a discordant scream from inside its stomach and its throat and its mouth. But that is your turn, Theo.
Yeah.
That brings us to Sagan.
Sagan. So what do I see of this creature?
Of this creature, you hear that sound, but from where you are currently, you see nothing. That still has the roof on it. I just took it off to make it easier to see. So right now, from where you stand, you cannot see into the craft. You can see off to your left, probably hundreds of drones sweeping in your direction. Off and to your right, dozens of these Glowbreaker heavies on jump jets just skipping across the river. There's a ton of stuff, and then just like artillery whistling overhead. There's a lot happening here.
Okay. Knowing that something opened all these boxes, there's some unnatural sounds. Sagan is just going to go, what is going on? And he's going to spend 2 actions to cast Detect Magic to try to figure out
Very nice.
what's going on.
So you cast Detect Magic. It bleeds across this space, almost like a radar wave, just pulsing across these barrels where nothing magical resides, the ground and this liquid where nothing magical resides. And then finally, what is the range on that? It's 100, or it's 60 feet, but I think you can maintain it for a while.
Let's see, 30 feet
30
emanation.
30 feet. Can you pass me that ruler?
Here you go.
Thank you.
I think I have it 30 feet.
5, 10, 15. This is the 30 feet. Say again. Right here, there is something magical that pings out, and it pulses in response as Detect Magic seems to indicate some kind of magical item.
Okay. All right. So I'll relate to everyone. Whatever that shit is inside, there's an object that's magical. Everything else is not.
Did you point to the blue box,
I did.
perhaps?
Yeah.
That's the thing that Harjahan wants.
That
And with my last action, I'm going to look at this boat or take it out of here, and I'm just going to start seeing if I can, using some of the scrap metal from the broken water container to patch up holes, maybe repair the craft. Just
you turn around and you look at your craft where there is, you could put your whole arm up to your shoulder and part of your collarbone out and reach into the water if you want. It's badly damaged. It's not beyond repair. This is just a very high DC.
Yeah. I think I'd like to at least attempt to
Absolutely.
start
Make a crafting check.
That's fine.
it. Yeah. Let's see if that's a 16, and then crafting. So that is a 24.
There are explosions happening all around you. Overhead, projectiles just trace across the sky. Off in the distance, off and to your right, above the craft, you can see just this gout of flamethrowers as some of the drones reach these glow breakers, and they use the flamethrowers to just eliminate waves of them from the sky. All of this is happening, and you kind of turn around, take your tools out, and start just furiously working on this craft. And despite the fact that this is in the middle of a Saving Private Ryan battle scene, you make pretty good progress on this. You pull scrap away and you realize, though this is a pretty large hull, clean enough that you could craft it. If you kind of take away the jagged edges, you can create a pretty functional seal, at least for the duration of this craft's lifespan, which is probably not very long. And so you imagine with just one more check like that, you can probably fix this craft. So you are no longer moving at half speed.
All right.
That is your turn, Sagan.
Yes.
All right. That brings us to Vlalinka.
Olive has 2 dumb questions.
Okay.
First one being, is this pile of necromancy body parts what we're supposed to be getting? Is that the treasure that we need to bring home?
Make a lore check. If you have a corporate lore background, you
I
can
don't.
use that as well.
Do you have a smuggling thing?
I do have smuggling, but
I would
that...
say you could use smuggling lore if you have that.
Okay. Okay. Ah, that's not good. 15.
With a 15, you can't quite tell, but you do see that there are a few intact containers, and you hope that it's one of those, and not one of the ones that is currently screaming or reaching for Sagan.
Oh wait, it was one more than that.
You still hope.
Yeah.
From my notes, it's a battery still?
You're talking about
The first mission.
The first
okay,
mission,
okay.
yeah. It was a proprietary battery for the relays.
I'm trying to look at my notes and see if they told us.
What? Okay, so this is also Olive. What the fuck were you just doing?
Repairing
The
craft.
boat.
Okay,
I was
repairing the
repairing the
craft to get away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so someone's gotta fight this guy. You see
Yes.
Blolly casts. How does she cast this? You see she looks down, so she's got the gun in her two higher arms, but you see her eyes kind of roll back into the back of her head for a moment, and you see her right lower arm, her fingers all like congeal together, and it becomes this weird spike. It's just like a almost like a yeah, it's like this, but like extremely sharp. And that takes 2 actions.
And what spell is that?
Let's see. It is a spell. It is Gouging Claw.
Gouging Claw. Fantastic.
It's just like a single fingernail.
So with 2
claw.
actions, you do that. You create this massive spike of like black, almost chitin that just emerges out of the like alternate reality. What else are you doing? That's 2 actions.
Well, I thought.
Oh, right,
first
and then you
half
took your
was
lower
like-
action.
Yeah.
So there you are. You are ready for combat, Valinka. That does bring us to the Glowbreakers. So off in the distance, most of them are using 3 actions to dash. There is a variety of kind of combat that is going to happen on the others, or on the Digital Storm side, and so we'll see how many actually reach from both sides, and we'll get back to that on the Digital Storm turn. At the end of their turn, though, the Glowbreakers are right on the edge of this map. And so a little bit slower than all of you, kind of using these jetpacks to make their way across, but they are closing rapidly. That brings us to Monk.
I am probably gonna get out and also fight this guy.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. I don't want David's action of triggering and of picking up the package is still available, correct?
Correct.
I don't want him to waste their action. And David is right here.
You mean Theo?
Sorry, Theo. Yeah. He looks like
David like, what the fuck?
no. After
Oh my God!
Liz's comment, it got stuck in my head. Now that it's interchangeable. Which package is it, Joe? On the map? Can you tell me?
Which one?
The
There's-
one that's the triggered action.
I see what you're saying. The
Yeah.
one that
Because I just want to see if
So,
I'm
yeah,
going to be
you
in
can
this
see
guy's
that,
range
like,
of attack.
Theo has their hands on that one right there, right up front, the one that's easiest to move out.
Okay. Okay, then I can definitely get into there. I'm going to assist him with that.
Okay. So Monk comes running through this space. There are just explosions. There is fire. You can hear the jetpacks closing in. But Monk, you run up and you grab this thing. Can each of you make an athletics check? You can both take a +6 conditional modifier, and we'll use the highest roll.
And to move from there and to pick it up, how many actions is that?
1 action move, 1
Move.
action action. So to interact with an object.
Okay, and guidance is. Do you know how much guidance is? 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay.
Yep.
All right, then I'll just go for it.
Okay.
That's a natural 1. I'm going to use my hero point.
What's our conditional modifier?
+6, I think I said.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
So give me another
helps.
dice.
30-20.
Dirty 20, okay.
What is that?
A natural 20!
Oh, 1 to a 20! Oh, boy!
Monk, you come sliding
He's
around
got the luck.
side. You grip underneath this thing, and both of you lift at the same moment. As explosions ring down around all of you, you hoist this heavy container up. You can hear content shifting around on the inside, and so this is full. This is intact. You see no damage to this. You now have this in your hands.
We gotta get out of here. Leg day monsters coming after us.
You kind of turn around, and there's this horrifying creature now just roaring
What
out.
percentage of arms to legs is he?
I would say probably like 50-50.
Oh.
It's far too many arms and legs. There's not enough torso, really.
I really want to count them.
So it's just
That-
like fanning out of arms and a fanning out of legs.
Is your turn, Monk?
Yeah. No, I imagine it's like
Are
different.
we able to move it at all, or do we just have it?
The thing,
Yeah.
you'll be able to move it on your next turn.
I do have
You just
one
to lift
action.
it
Can I
up.
use my last action to move it a little bit?
You can move at half speed, yeah, with your last action.
Okay,
Absolutely. So move
where-
that thing 15 feet
There.
closer.
Joe, where can you kind of help me because this is a little confusing?
Yeah.
Where can I move this? I'd rather get it onto sturdy ground first before even.
So then you guys are going to end up with one person on the ramp,
Okay.
kind of like this.
Oh, interesting. I did not realize.
I feel like that's at least better.
For sure, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that brings us to the digital storm.
Okay, I gotta fix. No, I wrote it. down.
Dan, or actually, Olive, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
Yes. 4.
Okay. So there is this huge swarm, and on either side of this battlefield, glow breakers are like leaping with jump packs. There are digital storm that are flying in. In total,
Oh no.
there are 4, and these are all flying.
Sorry.
Digital storm drones that are going to close in to your. This is technically one back. Region. Actually, let's put it right there.
Do they make bigger ones of these, Joe?
Probably.
I'm gonna look that up one day. I want to write that down. Or maybe like a second one.
Or we can make one.
Of what? Of the.
The
Yeah, they do
additive.
make different ones.
I mean, I like the one that Kara has, but
Oh, are those the glow breakers?
Yeah. Only 2 of them make it to the very edge on their turn, as 2 of them are kind of destroyed as these digital storm gunnery drones whistle overhead, little lasers just plinking away. But especially as they are airborne, it seems like these glow breakers a little bit more vulnerable to these blasts. And one of them just takes the shot, the jetpack explodes, and they just go down in this kind of Wilhelm scream of fire.
So
into
all
the
4 of
acid.
them? Or
No, these drones are like helping
These are
us.
the ones that actually made it aboard.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys over here are the enemies.
So that is all the digital storm. That is the way that they end their turns, with drones just swooping in from behind and glow breakers flying in from the front. And that brings us to Nyx.
All right, 2 questions.
Yes.
1, where is Fix right now?
Fix can be anywhere within 15 feet of the entryway to that craft.
Okay. And what does Graphy Boy look like?
Crafty boy.
So you can see just a mound of what are called necrographs. These are designer organs and limbs that have various kind of component bonuses to them. Typically, people get these implemented to allow them to do things like phase through walls.
What?
This, just being a huge pile of different graphs, probably has a lot of different abilities.
All right, so I just happened to pick during session 0 that I was a necrotech. So
What?
I have my grizzly tech resembles a necrotic heart pulsating inside a metal ribcage or a bone. That's how I got my lore and occult. So I want to show him, hey, dude, I'm just like you. Can I take my arm off and
Diplomacy.
give him the peace sign while I? Yeah, I guess. It was
Damn.
diplomacy.
I
Does
will
that
say
come with
for
necrograph
free.
lore?
For
Is that
free.
what that?
Occultism comes with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For free,
That.
looking at this creature,
I
there's
support it,
no
Esty.
face to directly look at. There's no, it has many openings that are screaming, but no, real sentience. You don't necessarily know that you can reason with this creature.
There's no tech on it, is there?
There is
I
quite a
guess.
bit.
Um,
I'll look for it after.
and how close am I?
So at the moment, if you are on this craft, you are probably about 25 feet away, maybe 30 feet away.
Perfect. Okay, so that counted as one action? Or no, I didn't do that.
You haven't done anything yet?
All right, I'd like to move 25 feet.
Okay. So you exit this craft, kind of climbing past Sagan, who is kneeling down, just slamming the steel back into place. You cross over where Monk and Theo are hauling this cargo out, kind of leaving a space for you on this craft. You can now see past them, this creature just lunging out, trying to reach out, multiple hands and arms grabbing onto the sides, peeling itself forwards. What are you doing? That's one action.
So I'm right next to him, right?
You can get within 10 feet of it if you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get close enough where it's like a 90s romantic movie where I grab his hand and I put it to my heart and then I touch his heart so he knows that we are one of the same.
I support this best.
Oh, that's kind of
Okay,
cute.
so you take
I love
one
that.
more action to be able to do this. You step up to this creature with abilities such as reclamation of flesh and grasp of the necrograpticon, and you place your hand upon its heart. And then you look, and there's
And his
another
hand's on
heart,
mine.
and then there's another one, and another one. There is so many hearts, many of them beating with multiple chambers and valves, some of which have turned black and begun to ooze the stuff out. You're not really sure what heart to put it on, but you do your best.
The brightest one.
So
Okay.
romantic.
Yeah.
I will say
He's got
this
his
is
hand on mine.
this will take a natural 20. But go ahead and make a deception.
Girl, you got
check.
this.
Really?
I believe in
for
you.
my creativity, I don't get anything.
Girl, you got
I
this.
believe
Come on.
Deception.
No, you got it. You're going to get a natural 20.
I
Watch.
love
I
it.
Watch.
can't get a natural 20 because my deception is. Oh, I can
Yeah, you
roll
can.
natural
You
Natural
can
20.
roll a natural.
Yeah.
Who's taking dice? It's magical.
It's
And I
it's
want
not.
to be super clear too. Even a natural 20 is not this creature suddenly going, "Oh, I didn't think of that." It really is them probably like slamming you to the side and then attacking what's next. This is not a creature that can really be reasoned with.
Dang it.
Okay. So this is my second action, right?
Okay. Yes,
Is that correct?
it is.
I have something else in mind. Because I did not roll. So I got a 5.
You-
You
so you didn't
step
get
up
the
to
next
this creature. You look around
Next
and
time.
you can't even figure out where to start. There is no heart. There is no chest. There's no eyes to look into. There is just so much flesh and sort of artificial synthetic skin that you're not sure what to do with that.
Can I make a quick comment here?
Mhm.
Nick's rewatched what, a million
Yeah,
90s
I
movies?
did.
Oh, that's where this
That's
came from.
right. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
I was thinking like Meg Ryan.
Yeah, oh,
and-
for
sure. Oh, I love
and, like,
her.
Billy Crystal. Yeah,
Sure.
that kind of thing. So, I would like to just plunge
Great
my
job.
hand into his body where I see an opening where a bright heart is beating and pulsating
Okay.
and pull it out.
Okay.
Jenna
So,
Elfman.
I mean, that's
She's
an
my
unarmed
hero.
strike. Make an attack roll.
What do I add?
If you have a base attack bonus.
Okay.
It's a fist attack.
20?
With a 20, that is not a hit. You reach in and you yank out
What?
a heart, and that heart just shrivels and dies. There's many hearts in this creature. And whereas taking an organ out of a normal creature, devastating, this thing doesn't even bat an eye. It doesn't even look like it was attached. It was just decorative. It was vestigial. Anything else next?
That's all I can do.
That was
Okay.
a
For
definite
Anderson,
part.
she might be my favorite.
That does bring us to everybody else. So first, Harjahan. They're going to float out of this, and they're going to take cover behind this drone. They're going to use both actions to interact with that drone, and you see something just drop off of the drone and just settle over Harjahan's body like a leather vest almost. They kind of duck down, taking cover behind this kind of barrel. And as they behold or kind of perceive this creature, they just duck a little bit lower, not willing to get closer to get what they need. But psychically, they say to all of you, man, what do they say? This is...
I gotta say, Joe, I wanted to comment earlier. You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger when you voice Harjahan.
Oh, yeah. I'll start channeling that more. So I guess Harjahan, in that case, is going to say something like,
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I like that. If it bleeds, we could kill it. You need to get to the speeder now. And they duck, just kind of waiting for you to get this cargo. That is Harjahan. That brings us to the Necrograpticon. So, this creature
No,
is
those
are drones
dripping
from
industrial
Yeah, that's what I was
waste.
saying. I thought there was the one.
There is kind of just this acidic compound that is
These are storms. I told you.
So they're on our side?
Yeah.
yes,
that's what I was
these are
like,
the
why
enemy
just-
targets
yeah.
here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't know that.
He jumped jetpack
they
and
know
gone into
Harjahan.
Harjahan.
Oh, I
No,
thought
I-
everybody
And
was.
I was like, why,
No.
where did you
Against
get that
us.
info?
Oh.
No, the drones are coming
Yeah.
from Digital Storm as like
Yeah.
a kind
They
of
still think that we're
yeah. They think we're helping them
helping
still.
them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not good.
Can somebody move me in front of
No, they're gonna be right there.
Crafty Boy?
I
So
don't
yeah,
even know where you are.
Where am I here?
You're under Crafty
him.
Boy.
You're right under Crafty Boy.
Yeah, you're
So
under
as they take a step forwards, they leave in their wake a huge trail of industrial waste. You can hear the seats, the walls begin to sizzle as this creature activates. You imagine moving through the spaces that this creature has occupied in the past is probably somewhat harmful. They are then going to... Oh, how many people do we have in the cone?
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, so
Oh,
all that
no.
the brain did was go to the drones? That's it?
He's hiding back here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I imagine he's
Wow.
not the best fighter.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Coward.
Coward.
Mm-hmm.
We got that.
He's using
That-
his,
that's
his,
the
using
mind
his
link.
skill.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, if he gets hit once, he probably dies.
Yeah, but he did this last time too. He only
Yeah.
puts himself first.
So one action to kind
Very
of
solid.
stomp
Yeah, not a big
forwards. He is going to use Necrographed Claw on you. One arm reaches out and then it just splits into 3 different arms that all come down, just scything at
No,
you.
our love.
Romance.
That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Necro-romantica.
This is only the part of the movie where it's
Yes.
like, will they, won't they?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So first, Nyx, you are taking 11 points of slashing damage
Oh, they won't.
as this Necrograph Claw just slashes through you. And then that is all that's going to happen for that. Give me 1 second. I probably have one more thing with that claw. I do not. It will take one more attack with its claws.
Okay.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage from that second one. Each of these slashes is multiple arms. There are teeth kind of embedded into these arms, and they just jaggedly rake across your body. But that is all that this creature can do on his turn. That brings us to the top of the round and to Theo.
Okay, quick question on movement here. If I use an action to move with this box and monk, you said it's half movement to move the box.
Half movement to move the box.
Are we in a position to where one action can get us to the truck?
One action, I believe, will get you to like the front of it, but then you'll need another to get it on board.
So my turn.
Okay.
Well,
Or you
can
could
you
use-
use
Oh, no,
two
you can use
actions?
multiple.
Use
Yeah.
multiple actions,
Nice.
too.
Well, I'm concerned about Nyx because that's a really
I'll cover
I'm
next.
next. I mean, I'm next and
I'm next.
there,
You're
so I
next,
can-
and then Blolly is
Yeah.
after
I'm-
I
saying
seem to
it.
always get into
Sagan just goes,
situations
"Don't worry, I can be next."
where I'm about to die.
I'm okay. First, I'm gonna use
Take the box.
as a single action. I'm gonna use digital assessment. So, choose a creature within 100 feet and make a recall knowledge check about the target. To my understanding, recall knowledge is like either you pick or I pick, or
Mhm.
how is it?
Yeah, so recall knowledge for this, I
Dope
would say, is
stuff.
probably going to be like a lore boy. Like,
Could corporate lore work?
no.
No,
This
this
is
is a-
probably closer to like medicine or life
The
sciences.
CEO cannot prepare you for this.
Like, I'll do medicine.
Okay.
Fuck. No, that's not gonna be good. 15.
With a 15, nothing comes up. You are looking for a creature in what is essentially just an amalgamation of stock.
Okay.
This is inventory that is now attacking everything around it.
Okay. Shit. Theo, I'll go ahead and say both actions to move the crate and dump this first one into the
Okay,
truck.
easy enough. You haul this
As-
over. You throw it right over Sagan. Sagan, right as you finish repairing this section, almost ready to kind of fix the next part, there is this huge container of parts that just goes flying over your field of vision and then lands behind you in a space that would have been occupied by water previously. Had you not moved those 2 water containers, this would have been near impossible to fit in. But with those 2 spots available, you have the perfect amount free for these containers.
Can Theo say something too, like in character?
Yeah.
Just, Theo's gonna say, try to lead it out of the ship. maybe we can use an explosion or something to knock it into the acid, but Nyx is fucking trapped. And yeah.
Heist.
That's all
I
got.
want it.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so
My eyes are still like emoji
that's 2
hearts.
actions, right?
Oh,
And then 1 for the recall knowledge.
yeah, it was the
No
recall
worries.
knowledge
That is your turn. Theo, you get this cargo aboard.
Right.
That is half of your objective met. That brings us to Sagan.
You're at. So you took 21 points of
I'm
damage.
at 14 total. HP.
Yikes.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
we gotta get her
going
out of
to. On my turn, first thing I feel like maybe you don't scream, but I like feel psychically you're just pain, and though I can't see you, I just immediately go, "Fuck, Nyx!" And you feel a burst of vitality come into you, and you feel your like parts rearranging. They're sort of sliding back together. It's very uncomfortable, and with the graftoid there, it's just this mess of parts moving all around. It's very, very disconcerting.
The fuck is
you get-
happening?
So you get 10 points of
HP.
HP back.
Hey,
24
pretty
total.
good.
And there's magical darkness that poofs around you.
Nice.
So if on your turn you can use an action to hide if you want to.
Very nice. So
Um,
in this space, especially for you, Nyx, all of a sudden you feel a little bit more protected. In a place that felt almost hopeless, you had just seen Theo and Monk leave your field
Okay,
of vision
wow.
out of this craft. You had been left alone, but with this darkness surrounding you, it feels like you have a little bit of a friend. Anything else?
I am going to craft.
Go ahead and make your craft
Just
check.
pull out some
Pull out
knitting
even
needles.
another plate and just start trying to weld it back on. Ooh. Underneath. Ooh, this is going to be a much worse crafting check. That is a 13.
With a 13, you sit there, and as you get to work, there is this, watch it, and this crate comes flying on board. You have to kind of dodge to the side. You are unable to really make any progress on fixing this with that action.
Okay. I think I have one action
You do?
left. We're just going to use that on crafting
There you
again.
go.
Hell yeah, Craft City.
Ooh, that's much better.
Craft City.
19 plus.
Population Sagan.
So that is a 27.
You crack your knuckles and you really get to work. And finally, using the tools that you have available, taking this crate and kind of pressing it up to seal the seam, you are able to patch this craft such that you are no longer at risk of going at half speed or even capsizing in the immediate future. This would likely last at least for a couple of days should you need it to,
Okay.
but hopefully you won't.
Nice.
That is your
Over the-
turn, Sagan.
Over the link, I can say, we're ready to go whenever we want to. Trash and Dreams is ready to launch.
Okay. Trash and dreams. That brings us to Volinka.
That's our shit.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Interesting. She's going to move up to this guy. I want to kind of position her in front of Nyx. Well, Nyx is starry-eyed over here, trying to fall in love when it's clearly not being reciprocated. But and she's going to take her new claw and stab up into this guy.
I'm a little
Okay.
bit jealous.
Mhm. Hell yeah, dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a pizza.
Oh.
Pizza,
Ooh.
pizza. Okay. Get ready for this damage.
What is he?
So this is going to be piercing damage.
A lot of arms.
Fuck.
A necrotic heart.
So it's 8 points of piercing damage plus 3 persistent bleed damage as she
Ooh.
pulls her arm back out and just
Lolly, as you pull it away, it is only 5 points of piercing damage and
5.
0 points of bleed damage, as they are completely resistant to at least that much bleeding and a little bit
fuck.
of that piercing.
She takes her arm out and just in shock realizes that she's also now in trouble.
You expect there to be blood and guts coming out of this hole, but there is just nothing.
Fuck. Okay. Piercing damage. That's not good because everything I do is piercing. I guess last thing
Grab
she
a box and
does.
run.
What?
Grab a box and run.
Yeah, I guess she takes the blue box that
the
Harjahan
Harjahan.
wants. and
It's a lot smaller, right?
moves 25 feet.
You grab this box. You tear this thing away.
Wait, can I grab? Wait.
You have multiple arms. You could grab multiple boxes.
Well, she has the railgun and
The other box, the other intact box, is quite heavy. This one you can lift yourself.
Do we need? So we have that, right? That's what we need.
Yeah, that's
We need
good.
two of
You
them.
need one.
Oh, we need 2 of them.
Yeah, we need
Oh,
2 of them
I didn't
plus
know that.
Arjahan. So there's 3 things we're getting.
Okay, I changed what I'm gonna do then.
Okay,
So
what
with
you
my
do?
last action, she just glances over at Harjahan, does not grab the blue box because she assumes that Harjahan's gonna get it. And I'm going to start
Backhanded.
dragging the box that we need.
Okay. So you rush over to this box. You reach down. You go to pick this thing up.
I think is he
Are you-
on it?
Are you trying? Yeah, he's like literally standing mostly on it.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah,
trying
we
to
got it.
like?
Oh,
Are you athletics track trying to pick this up?
I guess.
He's on it.
I
This
guess.
would be like tearing it free from his. Feet.
Oh, okay.
Can I try to shove him off or something? Would
You
that
can. It's probably way harder to shove him off.
work? Okay, so then no, I'm just gonna drag it then.
There you go. Still not easy.
And I'm making a strength check.
Athletics track.
Oh, great. Oh, that's actually really good for me.
Yes, it is.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Here you go.
Oh, you gonna use it?
Wow, I think I got all my points back.
Yeah, we
okay.
used all
Oh,
of it in
damn.
like
For
the
the
first.
break.
Those are a lot of
Yeah, so we're
tough rolls at the front.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm happy I used it.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a really high. 24. Wait, yeah.
With a 24,
24.
just barely are you able to rip this free. You can't move any further. It almost is able to keep this. You tear this box away. It is heavy. Valenka, you are very strong, and that is the only reason that you are able to deadlift this off the ground out of this creature. But finally, at the end of your turn, it just tears free, and in all 4 arms, you just hoist this up overhead. But now you look at this creature, all like
Fuck!
of its mouths just hang open. Multiple arms reach for you. But that is your turn, Valenka.
Yes, it is.
That brings us to the Glowbreakers.
Joe, where is he on the? Is he like right
He's
here?
standing on the crate.
Well, now he's not.
Yeah, but now
He's in the
Surfboard
ship. Though. He's not
says-
on the ship.
He's not. Is he
in
here?
The,
Okay, so he's in.
He's in there.
Okay, so 20, one action. 20. They land on the roof. They cannot see into all of this, but they can see you over top. 20, 22 actions to get here. So first, this Glowbreaker jetpacks and then just slams onto the roof. For those of you on the inside, you can hear this. You can see several of the eyes of the Necrograpticon just kind of roll up and look up. But on top, these massive things have just landed. They wield flamethrowers, though at this
Jesus.
moment, they can't hit you super well with the cone, so they just pull the pin on a grenade. Oh, that's nice.
Oh no.
Where's my burst?
Where are they aiming?
It's a 10-foot.
I would assume that me and Monk.
Right here. So this is going to be Valenka, Monk, and Theo.
Reflex?
Can I have all of you make reflex saving throws, please?
Don't mind if I do.
He was. All right, that's good.
23.
That is a success.
Fucking fine.
23 as well.
That is a success as
Fucking
well.
fine.
And then Monk.
17. No, it's 11 plus.
Maybe fine. Ooh.
I think my reflex is 8. So
19?
that'd be 19.
19, that is a success as well.
Yeah, 8.
As this explodes, there is a burst of magic that just rips the matter in that zone apart. The bits of concrete are shredded, bits of metal from this barrel. The barrels just implode as it just shreds, and acid just erupts across that space, but you all just dodge out of the way, taking 0 damage from it. This Glowbreaker, for their final action, just their flamethrower, but it is literally just 5 feet out of range of the drones, and so they're just firing at the drones as they come in, but to no effect. That is all the Glowbreakers. That brings us to Monk.
Would I be able to assist Valenka with moving the cargo?
You absolutely could. So it's an action to go over and get into position.
Okay.
And
One
then you
action.
have two. You have one action where you can move it up to, I believe, 15 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So where would that bring me?
That would
Onto the
bring you
rocks.
right onto the rocks, and you would have the container just right where that
the
barrel is.
Okay. I'm just gonna move. Can I move the barrel out of the way, Joe?
You can, yeah. And the forced action pulling Valinka with this crate does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yay, thank you.
We'll be on top.
Well, wouldn't it be like this?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes, it does.
All right.
I don't know where it'd be. But it's probably
Just a little 5 feet further
Which direction?
to the boat.
We'll say
Oh, okay.
here?
Yeah, just keep me there. I'll
Yeah,
move
I see.
right now in a second.
Okay.
So you jump down, you grab this crate, you begin to haul it across, you go down the gangplank, across the concrete, and you now are just at the cusp of your craft.
You gotta pivot! You're not pivoting!
For
It's pivoting!
fix this craft, Sagan, you're like, and you're like proud of it. You turn around, you're like, hey guys, and suddenly there is a clang as they just widthwise, probably about 4 inches too wide on either side, just slam into the entranceway. Monk says, you gotta pivot. There's explosions going overhead, bullets and lasers from other sides. There's a flamethrower in the air, but this is what's happening immediately in front of you. Anything else, Monk?
That's all my actions, yeah?
Yes, it
That's
is.
it.
That brings us to the digital storm.
See what
So
these drones can do.
Yeah, okay. Let's go, DS.
they're going to fly up to engage the targets that they can see.
I love this song. This song is dope.
Yeah, we've gotten some more music. So these drones on the quadricopter carriers just overhead, and then they unleash a torrent of laser fire. First, 2 of them are going to be shooting these lasers at the glow breaker on the rocks. That is going to be 2 hits. So not really. These are these look like consumer grade drones that have had laser pistols aftermarket attached to them, and yet it's going to go ahead and deal 11 points of fire damage to that first glow breaker, immediately just tearing into their face with these blistering bolts. Give me 1 second. I was not expecting that much damage. They kind of duck down, trying to take cover as there is just a withering array of fire. And these other drones, as they coast into place, Harjahan is going to direct them to attack
Fantastic.
this gigantic
Nice.
creature that is
HJ,
swarming the
Let's
inside.
go.
They readjust their targets and they each take a shot. These ones are both going to miss, however, with a 3 and a 4 on the die.
Boo.
So you win some, you lose some. That is the digital storm. Theo, can you roll a d4?
A D4, you say. 4.
Nice.
4 more digital storm come out to
Say
protect
4 more
us.
drones.
Hell yeah.
4 more joining the fight.
Love it.
And then Dan, can you roll a d4?
Yeah.
Oh
This is
no.
gonna be low.
Man.
Yeah. 1,
This is going
1. Do you even have a D4?
I did at some point.
Here you
Do you
go.
want
Oh, yeah, that's a D4.
3.
3?
Hell yeah. Thank you.
That was a D. Is that a D4?
Yeah, so it looks like a D8, but it's a D4. It just
okay.
doesn't have
Matt
paint
got a new
inside.
set of dice that is
I
very
do have a
confusing to me
D4.
with the
It's the one
shapes,
you gave me,
because
actually.
they're all the same shape.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
That's a Bubbles dice.
We have
Yeah.
2 more
They're all, a lot of them are
breakers
my
joining the fray. But that is the digital storm. That brings us to Nyx.
All right, so Fix is flying in the air, and I would like to distract Graphy Boy. And also, like, Nick, Fix is looking to see if there's anywhere that it can attach to Graphy Boy. And maybe, like, try to control it. But even if there's nothing, hopefully it will be a distraction.
Sure. I would say go ahead and make we'll call it a diplomacy check.
Girl, as a mechanic.
Come on. Big money, big
15.
money.
Wait.
Hell yeah.
15. Do
You
you
didn't
add
use-
your diplomacy modifier?
Do you want to use that die? That's a
Minus
D12.
1.
Oh!
It's amazing that you rolled a 15 on a d12.
I did the
That's
modifier.
okay.
Okay. Diplomacy.
That's better than you could roll on a d12 usually.
No!
This
Boo.
drone
That is
flies
5 total.
and just right into this necrograph and immediately, like, directly in front of this creature now. It loses its invisibility as it kind of attempts this diplomacy, likely not succeeding. Anything else?
I mean, it's too late now to debate you, but I would have assumed that would be a computer's check or like an acrobatics check. I don't know why this diplomacy.
Distraction for like computers would require some kind of a computerized system, and this is very much just kind of like graphs.
Bunch of bodies.
Acrobatics, I could kind of see. If it was an acrobatics check, what would that be?
10.
So, still not very helpful.
Yeah.
You can see Fix does all kinds of acrobatics directly in front of this creature, but without eyes or a guiding sentience, it doesn't seem to be especially distracted. Anything else, Nyx?
Yeah, so I have 2 more actions, I believe. So I would like to do explosive shot from underneath Graphy Boy
Okay.
as next. So
Using which weapon?
it's the bone gun.
The
thing.
boom pistol?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, make your attack roll.
So what do I add to that?
7. I think.
19.
19 plus your modifiers
Oh,
That is the
that's
modifier.
the modifier, yeah.
is a 19. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay, I have 1 more action.
Okay,
I'll do it again.
there you go. Make another attack.
I like the overhand shot
21?
there.
21 is a hit. So you fire with
Nice.
this boom pistol. Go ahead and roll damage, is I believe a d6.
Here it is. So 4 plus.
No.
For a gun, it would be like a +1.
I have +0.
For what?
Yeah. Plus,
I think it
Oh,
depends
it
on what
+0?
kind of gun it
did you
is.
use the explosive thing?
Explosive shot.
So the explosive shot.
It does
is-
splash damage, which doesn't do
Yeah.
anything with the current configuration of the battlefield.
1 splash damage per weapon. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so just 4 on the die and then 1 splash damage.
Okay, so 4 on the die. And that kind of damage is the boom sonic. That deals the full amount that you would expect.
Nice.
Anything else, Nyx? Okay, so you fire with this shot. This creature reacts much stronger than it reacted to some of the other strikes that have hit it. That brings us to this creature, Harjan, and all the others. So Harjan is going to... Boy, he was kind of hoping you guys would create an easier path for him.
Yeah.
Me? No.
What's in the blue box, Harjahan? Why do you want it so bad,
One action, he
Harjahan?
floats, kind of hovering to be able to see this box. And then he is going to make an Arcana check.
Does he have telekinetic hands?
He does. And he is going to lift this object up and carry it out using his last 2 actions.
I was hoping he had that. I was kind of banking on it.
Yeah, but that takes up all the rest of his abilities for the day.
And so if he gets hit, he's dead.
That means at the end of 50 seconds, he's not going to be able to fly anymore.
Oh. Well, 50 seconds, that's kind of a long time. He's got time. I'm not worried about Harjan.
And so at
Harjan
the end
will
of
be
his
fine.
turn, you can see these little nubs kind of come out, and this blue box just floats in. He doesn't actually hold it, but he holds the nubs out on either side, keeping this box secure. Telepathically to all of you, he's going to say, "You can leave whenever you want. I have a ride coming."
We have it right. You can come with us.
I think he's telling us to fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Harjahan.
You
How
can
dare
see
you.
he's like turning around, getting ready to float back. But that is Harjahan's turn. That brings us to this Necrograpticon. So, let's see here.
Wait, really? He just told us to, like,
Yeah. You can leave whenever you want.
He turns and
I would
ignoring Nyx completely now.
I wouldn't take that.
He is going
offensively.
to go chasing
He wants his
after
package.
Harjahan.
Harjahan's kind of a jerk. I think we've established this.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Is
of
I'm not a
Harjahan.
fan either. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I've been calling him Brain. And he's over
He
here
just
with
leaves
Pinky. And
acid
Pinky and Pinky
in
and
his
Pinky and
trail.
Pinky.
Yeah.
Multiple Pinkies.
One action, he stomps up to Harjahan.
Kill him.
With his
Kill him.
next action,
He's
he
from my house.
is actually with both
He's
of his
down.
actions. He is going to
He's from Hackathon. I'm blinded by familiarity.
Oh, is Nyx alone in the ship now?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, then she's got an exit route then.
Okay,
That
I
is
need
nice.
Harjahan and I need Vlali to please make reflex saving throws. As he gets over in front of Harjahan, it is like he just rips open and in half. From one side, just an eruption of arms and limbs and claws. From the other, just tendrils and tentacles reaching out towards Harjahan and towards you. What was your save?
I was so confident. Rolled pretty bad. It's gonna be a 14.
And Harjahan
Classic.
rolled an 11.
Oh
So
my God.
they use
Well, she's
grasp of
carrying
the
it.
Necrograpticon.
She's
And
not
as
paying
you
attention.
fail that save, let me pull up my damage.
What was the save?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Oh,
So
you got
just
14?
Yeah.
Bond boost. You get a little.
Sure.
You get a little bit of a shove out of the way.
What's
And you
that?
get
That's
plus one.
cool.
Plus 1 brings you
15?
15. You are 1 short.
just for
That's
just
cool.
for
What the heck?
Map's
It works
sake,
for-
I think that hit Theo
It
too.
works for all the allies,
Theo?
but once you get hit with it, you're immune for an hour.
We didn't
That's
Okay.
still pretty cool.
Oh, right, because you haven't. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It would. Yeah, make a reflex saving throw.
Yeah, just wanted to like
Thank you, yeah.
keep everything kosher.
Would I be in that as well, Joe?
No,
you're
no,
too far.
no,
Okay.
you're too
I
far.
just wanted to be sure.
It's reflex.
Reflex.
Oh, all
I
right.
wanna roll
17 on the die.
dice.
That is a success.
Yeah.
You are able to just leap out of the way. These arms come just roiling out. Vlali, unfortunately, that is still a failure. You are still going to be taking. Second here, 9. That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage as these come out and just. And both you and Harjahan are restrained until the end of your next turn. You can, as an action, attempt an athletics check to break free.
Okay.
But arms grab onto you, tentacle around your waist. You could see Harjahan has a hand around his neck. There are some grabbing his little nubs. One grasps this box. But both of you grasp by these reaching tendrils of the Necrograpticon. That is all of his actions. That is all of the others. That brings us to Theo.
So, Lolly is currently restrained by a tentacle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So, if I were to use,
And Harjahan, too, for what it's worth.
I have.
Yeah.
Equally important, equally important.
I wouldn't say that I don't like Hardhan. But I do know there's like, hey man, we wanted to go our separate ways. I'm gonna do what I can for him if I can. But if I were to attack this thing with my zero knife, that little frozen
Mhm.
pocket knife thing, do I think that maybe I could like cut it, or give?
Oh,
Lolly-
like cut the tendril? Like
Yeah.
cut the.
Yeah, that'd be a DC strike on a. That's a targeted strike, right?
You could use a targeted strike,
Yeah.
but you imagine it would probably be easier for you in terms of raw rolling to make an athletics check to break them free.
Okay. If I were to use my 2-action like get 'em thing,
hmm
right, where I can make a strike.
Yep.
Can I make that the athletics?
Yeah,
check?
sure. I would allow that.
Okay. I will use a 2-action get 'em feature. Everything against this graft guy now has a +1, and then I will do my. You said it's an athletics check.
It is indeed.
Wait, before you roll that, you know that Blolly is ripped and goes to the gym a lot, so an athletics check for Blolly would not be hard.
It still saves you an action though.
The
Okay.
as Theo peers past the veil and looks at what is known as the action economy, he
Yeah.
recognizes that perhaps he should try to give her as many actions as possible.
Okay.
And he looks right at the camera as he says that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead, make your
And
athletics
this
check.
action economy.
Take +1 for the get 'em.
Come on.
That's a 19.
That is
Okay.
absolutely successful.
Yeah.
You grab
Let's go,
onto Vlali and just
Theo.
rip them free, setting them down on the concrete next to them. You have freed Vlali.
Okay, so that was 2 actions because I did the get 'em feature. You all should be able to move it in 1 action with half speed onto there.
Are you gonna move now too? Or are you gonna free Harjahan?
I'm debating if I should try to free Harjahan.
Or steal his box?
Ooh, steal the box.
That's what I'm thinking.
Say you're
I
not-
olive like Harjahan, but I don't know if Lolly cares about
In
Harjahan.
this
not
whole
think of any
team,
of this.
it is 3 people who don't like Harjahan, And two.
Lolly doesn't
one
care,
is neutral, and
I think.
okay, so 2 neutrals, 3 no.
Well, maybe Lolly does care because he spent time on Akaton. I think actually Lolly does care
You are going,
after Sagan.
but only one of you needs to move the box.
I can do it.
Theo's gonna ask for you to like pick him up and throw him in the truck.
Harjahan?
No, he's gonna look to you right next to him and say like, "Get ready to grab me and throw me in the truck."
Oh. What are
No.
you doing? She actually doesn't ask questions. She just
If
says,
I-
okay.
I still have one frag grenade.
Okay.
If I were to pull the pin and put it in the guy and like step back, do I think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
A bad one, mostly because
Okay.
it goes off immediately. It doesn't. There are both items and certain grenades that have delays,
Mhm.
and that's a great technique to use here. Otherwise, you're blowing yourself up. Which,
Okay.
if that's what you're trying to do, it's a great
Can you
idea.
Unless you
throw
can like make a delayed action somehow with like a string or something.
What if I tried to throw it on like the other side of him to blow up the tentacles that are with Harjahan in the package?
You could certainly try to do that. It's a targeted strike with a grenade, which is hard, but you could certainly try.
What's a targeted strike?
It basically you're calling a strike for an increased effect at the cost of it becoming a higher AC.
So is that 2 actions or is it
One action, but like for instance,
Oh,
you could say,
higher
I want
AC,
to
I
shoot
see,
this
okay.
dude in the eyeball so he can't see me anymore.
okay?
You could try to do that and give him the blinded condition with a regular shot.
Okay.
The AC is going way up.
It's
Okay,
super,
great, great,
but
great.
it's super awesome.
I
Okay.
won't have any actions left to move.
That's
and
okay.
So I know that you're already
I'll
there.
use mine.
Yeah, if you can grab me and throw me in the truck.
Yes.
Yeah, Theo's going to attempt to like, kind of like toss the
Yeah,
grenade
make
on
an
the other
attack
side.
roll with this grenade.
All right.
Love this.
That's only going to be a 19.
A 19 is still great. Are you proficient with grenades?
Are they considered? What are the weapons?
It's its
types?
own. It's grenades. So
Yeah.
the
It's a throne.
Throw
roll a
weapon.
d8.
A D8.
I think it's an automatic DC you throw for thrown weapons.
For thrown weapons.
I mean for grenades.
No,
8 on
for
the die.
grenades.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's what I
8.
meant. Sorry.
8.
8 on the die.
Okay.
'Cause I know
And
I'm
where are
good
you?
at
Where are you target? Where are you targeting it?
So
You have to target
At-
a grid intersection.
So the tentacles are like attached to Harjahan,
Yeah.
right? I'm trying to throw it like over here on this side so it blows the tentacles up,
Okay.
so to speak.
So you drift it right here. What is the explosion rate? That's 10 feet.
I think it's 5. Or, so you have 5
Uh,
or 10. Because they're basic grenades.
10 feet burst.
Nice.
10 feet.
With 10 feet, that is an explosion that does hit these tentacles.
Yes!
So roll damage on that.
Hell yeah, Theo.
It also
Let's go,
does hit one
Theo.
of these digital storm
6
Yes.
things.
and 7. 13.
6 and
Wow.
13 points.
13 plus 1 according to this grenade type
These
thing.
tendrils just snap, and you can see also the digital storm drone that is directly over Harjahan also just erupts with fire and goes
Right.
down. As it is struck with fragments of this grenade, Harjahan just ducks down and lands. He uses his tiny nub body to shield this package as best as he can, but you can see the brain turns. If he had eyes, he'd be looking over his
Look
shoulders,
at him.
and he just kind of
Give him a
nods.
nod.
This big brain just bobbing in space.
Theo just yells, "Get out of here, man!"
No problem. That is your turn, Theo.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty,
These
That was a
brings
great
us-
turn. You kidding
That
me?
was a fantastic turn.
Yeah.
That brings us to Sagan.
Yeah, you're trusting.
Yeah.
You trust your team.
So we've got Nyx, who's still stuck in there. We've got Vlali took a hit. You're how are you?
Yeah, but I'm okay. Yes, so I've got half my hit points.
half hit points.
That's decent.
I feel like I can't quite. I don't want to leave this truck at this point, and I'm having
No.
trouble figuring out what we can do here.
Could you grab the box and pull it in?
He's fucking far away.
You know what?
Nuh-uh.
Sure. Let's
He's right there.
try that.
Like
Wanna-
25 and then 25
No,
back?
the box that you
Yeah,
all
he's
that,
close
that
to
you all
me,
have
yeah.
right there.
Oh, our box. I
Yeah,
thought you were
you
talking
can.
about the blue box.
No,
you
that's
can go
Harjahan's.
over,
Okay.
especially because I'm imagining these are willing participants.
Yeah.
You can grab this and using half of your speed, no problem. You can pull this in.
Great.
And so with that one action, you are able to pivot the rest of this group in. You hear a monk just shouting, "You got to pivot!" And you
Oh,
just do
pivot.
it for them. You actually reach over the wall with your arms and just kind of lift it over the remaining couple of inches. Easy enough for you guys. You all three just throw this on board, and you now have all of your cargo on this craft.
Uh,
Anything else, Sagan? That is an action.
I feel like I just want to hold an action to cast the spell, but I just don't see if I can. I don't see anything else that I can do to help people get on here. So
No worries. Sometimes the best thing you can do is wait.
yeah, I'll just wait.
That's what I did, man.
Alrighty. That brings us to Valinka.
Blolly, first action, grabs Theo's collar and just yanks him into, and like,
No
yeets
problem.
him into the,
We'll say with a willing participant, you were able to just drag them half of your movement speed over there.
It's
No
just
problem.
like that. Fucking whoa.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's just like dead weight as she pulls one of her last free arm. Second action, I think. So this is a starship, right?
Yeah. Oh, are you good at piloting?
No, I wanted to make a diversion so Nyx can get out of there safely.
That's a good idea. Joe.
I think what she
She's
does
resting upstairs.
is she takes an action to I don't want to shoot it either, and he's right there. Arjahan's kind of really convenient bait.
What you doing?
She's going to create a diversion.
Okay, make a computers check.
And she is going to have like one of the screens in the starship show a hologram of Harjahan, just
Okay.
because it's the first thing that she can think of.
Sure.
Let's see here. Oh, there goes that dice. Hell yeah, that's gonna be a dirty 30.
Man.
Suddenly, kind of, the systems in the cockpit kick to life, and on the viewports and on the screens and the navigation computers, the images all shift, and there are just images of Harjahan, and the loudspeaker just squawks. There is this momentary squeal of feedback before Harjahan's voice just comes booming out of this, just saying, "Who said you could take my box?" You can see this creature kind of turns, multiple heads turning to look. Certainly a distraction.
Last action, jump on the boat.
And you jump aboard this boat, leaving only Monk and Nyx off of the craft. That brings us to the Glowbreakers. So, all right.
I thought I was before.
All right, wait,
No,
did I
you
get it
already
wrong?
went.
No, I didn't.
Did I do
Oh,
that
you
wrong?
after
Give me 1 second
Volley?
here.
I thought it was before the globes.
I have Glowbreakers, then Monk.
Okay, I put it wrong then.
So, they're probably fine where they are. They see this huge creature coming out, and they're just going to jump back over here. Damn, this presents them with a really difficult ethical problem.
Which is
That there's a rival gang all around them, but there's also a monster. I think for the moment, this Glowbreaker has a brief moment where they have kind of like a struggle, and then they pull out in one hand a maul. You can see just massive piece of metal, and there's just this acid kind of leaking out of these holes in it, and he just swings it around and just slams it down into this Glowbreaker drone. That is going to be something like a 23. That is going to be a hit. And you watch as they just pummel this thing out of the sky, just straight down it into the acid. They are, if one action left, they're going to move and jump back right here.
Oh, so cool.
The other Glowbreaker with their flamethrower is going to take an attack, just pivoting around, hitting both of these drones. And they are going to miss as these drones just swarm over them. That is the Glowbreakers. That brings us to Monk.
Okay. I am going to see the package being taken.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
oh,
The
Forgot
other
about
ones.
Glowbreakers.
Oh, no worries.
These two.
they're so far away.
One movement, 2 actions, and they're going to 3 action their way over.
Oh man, they're getting close.
Oh no, we'll just run him over with the boat.
Okay.
Wait, how? Oh, jump jets.
I don't think our
jump
opponent is good at running things over.
We'll take this one out too with our flamethrower for sure.
Or
And
Yeah,
so
but what about these guys?
They're
They're
closing
going
in. They go on a different time.
Oh.
Yep.
So that is all of the glow breakers. Monk, what would you like to do?
I am going to one move action. Joe, you just have to tell me where it works. But I have enough to get to give my hand out to grab next.
Okay.
The
And-
ceiling is still on the ship. though.
Yeah. So you can kind
It's
of
not
get you,
open.
you can get over to where the
Do you want to go
ramp
underneath
is.
him? He's
the
not
ramp.
looking
You
at
will be standing right next to this creature, but you can get there.
Is there like a way I can grab? What's the best way I can grab to grab
Look,
this?
Either
there's
the
a
back
whole
of the
hole
ship.
It really
right
is. You
there.
have to go right past this monster. You have to reach right past them and then grab Nyx.
Okay, I can do that. Would that be what would that be? Kind of be for a check or a grab?
It's an athletics check just to lift Nyx. The problem isn't the monster necessarily in terms of moving Nyx.
Is it attack
When you,
opportunity?
yes.
I'll
when
eat
you
it. Yeah,
leave
of
their
course, I'll eat
opportunity.
it.
So first, make an athletics check.
Yeah.
One action to get over to Nyx. This one is to now pick them up and be able to take them free of this craft.
I think
What is
Nyx would have really good ability. That's a natural 19. I can see it from
It's
here.
a natural 19,
I'm
so
pretty
certainly you grab onto
It's either
Nyx.
a 19 or a
Nyx
16.
grabs onto your wrist, and you are able to pull them
Oh,
free.
Wait a sec. It's a 10.
It's a 10 for a total
Let's
of.
see. Athletics.
DC is 16
plus-
for this.
Oh. 15.
Ooh.
Do I have any? Can I ask guidance?
No?
I don't have. How many more actions does this thing take?
You
One
still have
to move.
one action left.
Then guidance. Yeah.
So you cast guidance?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You
And
cast
I'll
guidance on
cast
yourself.
guidance to basically in all my exercise workout videos I watch, the Taibos, it's always one move they go, no, leg squat, leg part, and he just goes down.
Okay. Leg part. For some
Leg
reason, that is what they went with Taibo, and that is what you go with now. And
Yeah.
as
I
you
say
do
leg
so, you just pull Nyx free of this space, and you now have Nyx out of the craft, right on this kind of steel ledge that leads down to this acidic bubbling goo. You are in a slightly better location.
Yeah.
And this creature, not focused on Nyx, very much focused on Harjahan, you feel like you have gotten to a better place.
Yeah.
But that is your turn, Monk.
And I'm gonna say, this is gonna be my Oprah moment when I write the autobiography. I know it.
Absolutely. I don't know what that means because I don't know Oprah that well.
Right. No one knows
You don't
the
know what
references.
Oprah moment?
I do not.
Oprah Book of the Month?
I do.
I
Not.
do know
That
that,
has
I do
yeah,
know
that has nothing to do with the Oprah moments, right?
Okay.
An Oprah moment is
one. We
like
got two more.
it's like when Tom Cruise was jumping on the couch being like, "I love my wife Katie." That was an Oprah moment.
I don't know what you're talking
just
about.
like a viral
Yeah,
moment.
that, before
Got
they
it.
had viral moments, they were called Oprah moments.
You can just say viral moment. So, like, that's going to be like your,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
your,
think that's
my
a
This
viral
viral moment.
century.
Because I feel like Oprah moment will only work for a very small group of people from a very small time frame, whereas viral probably a little bit more applicable. First, 3 drones unleash their fire on one of these glow breakers. 2 of them are going to hit, dealing him a total of 10 points of damage. He's actually starting to look kind of rough.
I like to imagine Oprah.
The
still
one
exists
all
in
the
this
way on the
world.
other side. That
She
one
never
is
died.
going to be taking
She
attacks
never
from
died.
another drone,
Her and Gail.
and that is going to finally
I
be
love
a
Gail.
hit.
I love Gail too.
That glow breaker takes 4 points of damage. So 2 of these glow breakers starting to look a little hurt. That is all of the digital storm. That brings us to Nyx.
I imagine
Nyx.
she would just
Nyx asked for us to play for her. I'm going to assume get to the vehicle.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
And so using that action, first one action just to guarded step out of this creature's space, and then 2 actions to jump aboard this craft. I believe that brings everybody now from your party with the
Except
exception
for-
of Monk.
Yeah, Monk.
Can Nyx board the craft? Does she need to act? Because you have an action. Can she hold an action to like start driving while one of us pulls Monk up?
Yeah,
Fine.
absolutely.
Oh,
She uses
yeah,
one of those
let's
actions to
go.
kind of hold. So Nyx slides into the seat, having been freed by Monk. They kind of gun this. You hear the engine roar to life.
Yeah.
That is Nyx's turn. That brings us
Actually,
to all...
since I held some.
Oh, yes,
actions,
yes, yes, yes.
Can I reach out and grab?
Oh.
Monk?
Oh,
You
hell
absolutely
yeah!
can.
Yeah.
And I will
Nice.
say, pulling them aboard, all of you now aboard this craft, you are able to gun the engine, and with Nyx driving, can begin to pull away.
I'm gonna, with another D reference, I'm gonna look up and I'm just gonna like Ferris Bueller's Day Off
saying you're my hero.
Often in the
You're
distance,
so heavy, God.
up
He's
above
really weak.
one of these pipes on the concrete walkway, you can see a very familiar Atomo taxi just rolling up as the driver has reached your drop-off spot. You are about 250 feet away from freedom. All of you are now aboard, but because it is 8:30 and a good place for us to quickly step away for a break, we will take a break and then come back to finish our session. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll be back at the end of the countdown. See you then. All right, and thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, you're with me now. Let me change up the music here. And I'll change it down to something a little bit more relaxed. As I invite you here to hang out with me a little bit, as not a single one of my players has rejoined me. So just you and me spending a little bit of time here. If you are just joining us, the party has successfully overcome this challenge, whereupon they have rescued some cargo from a van dissolving in a vat or river, really, of acid. After recovering the cargo, or getting to the cargo, the city erupted in a citywide gang war, with two different gangs, the Glowbreakers on one side and Digital Storm on the other, erupting in a firefight across this concrete trench. Drones swooped in from one side. We had power-armored individuals in jetpacks leaping down from the other and meeting in the center as this party attempted to rescue the cargo. This would be difficult enough, but to compound matters even further, this party discovered, with Theo making their way into the back room of this craft, that there was further surprises that awaited. A necrograpticon, a creature composed of befouled flesh and broken necrografts, had animated into a creature of howling rage and damage, which struck out at the party. With this now becoming a much more challenging thing, explosions ranging in from over top, drones flying overhead, strobe lights flashing, the party was still able to rescue not just the cargo that they were sent for, 2 crates that were hand-selected by Chrome Dream to be retrieved and had already been promised to a buyer. They also managed to retrieve or help Harjahan, a contemplative, retrieve a package for their employers, though Harjahan had already told the party they had planned to betray Digital Storm. With these items out of this creature's grasp, the party was able to fight their way back to the craft, though the Glowbreakers began to jetpack in and rain fire from above. The Digital Storm drones supplied a good amount of aid to the party with withering laser fire that was actually effective not just against the Glowbreakers, but against this creature as well. So with all of that, the party was able to retrieve these crates and make their way onto the speedboat. this was not all that they had to do. They were able to speed away, and I will now bring you guys back to this party, which is just not here. And so, Talon, I hope things are going well for you. I know that it's been kind of a difficult couple of weeks while I wait for the party to arrive. Just very excited to have you being able to join us for all these years. Was also glad that you were able to get your shirt back. That always makes me really happy. And so, as I continue to stall for time, we've been back for about 6-7 minutes now.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, it's every single time. So now
During your story, I was like,
we
oh,
have
shit.
some people. Yeah, we've been back for close to 10 minutes.
Oh.
So I'm feeling like maybe you guys want to stop for the evening.
No.
And so I think that's probably what we're going to do. When you were able to kind of successfully do this, I stalled for as long as I could.
I know.
So you successfully were able to rescue the cargo from a very difficult encounter. You were able to get the driver to come and pick you up. And as you tear away towards the driver, that's where we're going to end for this evening. I appreciate all of you guys coming back. Appreciate you, Talon. And we'll just have a little talk, and we'll be back next week. But thank you for joining us for this session of Skullrunners. We will see you next week.